como visteis, que nos tuvimos que enfrentar contra la miasma esa, como se llame. Y en este vamos a seguir con la historia principal de Sumeru. Así que nada, ¿qué tal estáis? Espero que estéis muy bien. Ya sabéis, como siempre os digo, que si os está gustando, os podéis parar un segundo y para dejarme likes, comentarios, suscribiros, darle a la campanita, compartir el vídeo, contactarme por las redes sociales, lo que os salga del móvil.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. Alright, goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange?
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting, even if you don't go alone.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, we'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't...
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information...
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you... This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be
que viene a ser como un pendrive, por decirlo así.
But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. So that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Vale, pues busco un lugar tranquilo para seguir hablando con Alhacén. Alhacena.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Ah, Dory. La tenemos.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell.
Redituable. No sé lo que significa eso.
She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for...
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing...
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should...
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to... Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk.
Vale, aunque yo todavía no sé muy bien para qué queremos la lámpara esa del conocimiento. Pero bueno. Pero bueno.
Hello, what are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense.
No sé por qué me da que esto nos conduce a una trampa. A una trampa.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch.
warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
Ah, pero a ver, yo soy inteligente, pero tanto como para saber eso no lo soy.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. What?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Alhacén gave us.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it.
Yo
The
qué sé.
paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Eating something that causes heat stroke sounds horrifying.
Ah, que claro, es que no hemos mirado el papel.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the...
Vamos a mirar el papelico, a ver. Joder. Quiero comprar algunas fotos madurar. Pedir al infante de Tío y Condori. Allá. Llevar una flor funeraria. Buscar conocimiento encapsulado. Comprar productos legales. Ratón cliente. Caracal matra. Ser llevado por ratones. Existencias agotadas. Ser llevado por caracales. Ser incautado por la matra. Empacar al estilo de la ciudad de Sumeru. Comprar una cantidad pequeña. Comprar por mayor. O sea que si nos da a elegir hay que decirle Puerto Ormos. Un cliente hábil, fruto a jarra que provoca mareos y tinnitus. Un cliente sabio, fruto a jarra que provoca insolación. No me voy a acordar de todo, o sea, es que no me voy a acordar de todo.
Before I retrieve your
Venga, sí,
please
empezamos otra
forgive
vez.
me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara
Que sí,
fruit
Paimon, que ya lo
makes
sabemos. Si lo
it
acabamos
Would
de
you like
leer.
your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru city or Port Ormos style?
Puerto Ormos.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The mantra?
Piribiribim.
Where? Alhacén said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's
Escapa
follow
junto a
that
Raunak.
informant.
Tiririri, ti, 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 ti.
He ran that way. Look, he's over there. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Huh?
La Dory.
Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing it. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate, as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course. Go ahead.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all...
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it.
Hey, who would want to be an expert?
Eso estaba pensando yo.
Or how about the architectural styles and
Tampoco.
construction methods? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa, that's a lot of...
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge.
All right, let's try the method that Alhacén mentioned.
Pim, pirim, pim, piri, pirim. Pues diría que el segundo.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can...
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million. But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhacén's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you.
Excellent! Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted.
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon, whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhacén.
Trust me, I'll find you your
Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Oh, please.
Vale, pero a ver eso de las cápsulas de conocimiento, a ver si nos sirve para algo. Esto. No, no sirve para nada. Una cosa de adquirir ha puesto por el precio de 100.000 moras. No sabe dónde está, pero siempre debe conocer técnicas de lucha. Bueno, al menos en teoría. Y nos ha dado esto. Paquete de conocimiento encapsulado. Bueno, pues no se puede hacer nada. Entonces vamos a ver al colegio.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces...
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakala Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matra won't come here.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge cap?
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but when we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the...
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. if she has no information. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Hey, before you go, we actually bought a
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Venga, pues vamos a Puerto, digo, a las afueras de Puerto Olmos. A ver si nos enseñan. Oye, pues estaría bien que nos enseñaran unas técnicas de espada nueva y aprendiéramos nuevas técnicas, ¿eh? Estaría chulo, chulo. Dice, pues pa' chulo, chulo, mi pirulo. A ver.
This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't...
Wow!
¿Vamos a tener que luchar mucho o qué?
One of those guys at the Academia who got top grades. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the quest.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Venga. Vale. ¿Con quién quieres que luche?
Scatter!
Your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Utiliza el conocimiento encapsulado de tu inventario. Virón pim porirori, virón pim poriro. Usar. O algo así.
You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Cápsula del tiempo. sea un pelín más fuerte, pero... Sí parece que soy un pelín más fuerte, ¿no? Lo rompo antes a las setas.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, hey, Thumb. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Pues vaya mejora.
How much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million Mora?
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This...
Vale. Entendido. Espera 2 días. Hasta las 7. Madre mía. Pum, 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 pum. Son las 11 de la mañana. A las 11 del día siguiente. Y las 7.
Alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite? Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind. Oh, I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone...
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How you just happened...
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must open. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain
Ein El Ahmar? You mean the Aramites who worship the Scarlet King?
Ah, so you're already familiar. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves.
Bueno, o sea que al final sí que vamos a tener que pelear contra los ojos de las Mahar esos, ¿no?
Turns out, it ended up in the hands
Tiquitín.
Hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the lead. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ein El Achmar guys. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the divine knowledge cap.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon. See you then.
See you tomorrow. Bueno, pues ya sabéis lo que toca, ¿no? Nos toca meternos en un dominio y pelear contra todos los ojos de la tormenta esos.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Faros Lighthouse.
Yep, let's
go. Vaya pirulo tenemos que dar. Lirola, lirola, lirola. Es que yo me quería haber tirado de cabeza, no sé por qué no me has dejado hacerlo. ¡Ole!
Crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he... I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Germinate!
Where do you think you're going?
Come a little closer.
Following orders.
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss?
Se ha vuelto loco, se ha convertido en el increíble Hulk.
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrested.
Los matras.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhacén?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Pero lo ha cogido, ¿no? El conocimiento divino ese. Sin que se dieran cuenta.
World, forget me.
Olvídame, mundo.
What in Tibet just happened?
Eso lo dijeron en una de las misiones, ¿no? De los Aranara.
It looks like he used the
El
divine
árbol
knowledge capsule.
o sagrado o no sé qué. Me suena esa frase. Olvídame, mundo.
The divine knowledge capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhacén, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first?
Sabía yo que la había cogido. Si le he visto hacer un gesto así como de esconder la mano. Piribiribiribin. 3, acto 1 completado. El esperado festival Sabzeruz. Bueno, pues eso lo vamos a dejar para el siguiente, gente. Así que nada, espero que os haya gustado, que os esté gustando. Vamos a dejarlo para el siguiente. Sed buenas, sed buenos, sed felices. Un saludín, chao, chao.